Happy Thursday, everybody. It's June 11th. A little short intro video here because we got our new camera equipment, and that's what this video is about. The equipment is a DJI Mavic Mini drone. You're going to see footage here in a little bit. And you're also going to see my video editing skills have improved, and now I know how to do voiceover. Not very well, but I will get better. So just a little short intro. I hope everybody's doing well. Enjoy the aerial footage. All right, welcome to the air. So we are coming into the property on the private road that runs along the west side of the property. You see the telephone pole and first bush there, and then we've got our building. So right past this first telephone pole is where the chicken coop was at, that is now gone. The grassy area on the left there before the next telephone pole was apparently the front yard for the foundation for the last residence. And then right about center screen here in a little bit is the building site. So the video equipment we got was a drone. We got a DJI Mavic Mini. It records in 2.7K and seems to do all right. There was a little bit of a breeze today, but it managed just fine. I had it in cinematic mode, so except where I jostled around too quick a few times, you'll see the image is very stable. So we're coming up on the building site, and we'll circle back around to it. There's a better shot a little bit later in the video. I'm just playing with angles and the controls at this point, because this is all of the third time that I've flown the drone. And you'll notice by the telephone pole, or the power pole, I just went out of view. Alright, so there's the building site. We've got the sewer access on the bottom, and then you see the four corners. Just doing a 360 view at about 40 feet up to kind of give you a little bit of a perspective idea of where we're at. So right now we're just past pointing towards Canyon City, come around to point north, and then there I am right by the telephone pole. We're going to poke around the building a little bit and look at our setup. Coming into view now, you've got the straw bale garden. Of course, the truck is there, the camper, little bush hog, the fridge that I have yet to make into a raised bed self-watering garden. I don't think Webster comes into frame on this one, but Webster was not a huge fan of the drone. In fact, he chased it all around, barking underneath it. We'll get to see that a little bit later. The garden seems to be doing okay. I think the plants are still a little small, so I'm not sure I got the nutrient packet right. So now we are going north to our one tree. The wellhead we found is the little dark spot to the right of the tree. I mowed all this off earlier this week because this is one of the low areas, so when it does rain, water collects there and the dirt seems to hold it a little bit better. So One thing we did is we planted some sunflowers the other day, and that's one of the areas that we planted them in. And then we're going to kind of follow this low spot on our property that kind of cuts diagonally through all of our 40 acres. So right about now we're pointed about towards Pueblo, not quite due east, but in that general direction. I believe we've crossed over into the back 20. So we also, you see some markings in the ground where I've mowed around that waterway because I wanted to plant some sunflowers in spots where I thought moisture might stick around a little bit, or at the very least when there is water falling from the sky that is enough to run someplace, it runs to these low spots and pools. And that's where we've planted the sunflowers to give them a chance. We're not going to water them or anything. If they come up, they come up. We've got a gallon bag full of seeds from what we harvested off the sunflowers we did in Iowa last year. And then this is towards the back corner of the property. You see I mowed that area. There's actually a dam built up. So if we ever get real running water, that is a little holding area, so it should pool there. I told Lisa that when we hit the severe climate change and this desert turns into a rainforest, we're going to have a stream and a pond. But I don't think that's going to happen in our lifetimes. So from here you can see where the 4 fences come together. This would be the southeast corner of my property, and we're going to go out to that point. And then we'll turn around and get the mountain views to the south. And then we're going to start returning to home. So of course the big area that is white is where the hole was at and where the pile of dirt was at that we had a dozer come in and fill that in. We're doing our best to try to return the slope of the land to its natural state. It's going to take quite a few years, I think, for vegetation to grow back in there. I hope I'm wrong, because as you can see we do have some green right now. Not a whole lot of it, and it's not near as vibrant as the green back in Iowa, but we do have some fresh plants growing, especially where I mowed a lot of the undergrowth. It really gave that a chance to come up. So I think eventually, I'm not going to do it this year. I don't think I'm going to mow anymore this year, but eventually we'll cycle mowing stuff off, get some of that biomass back in the ground so when we do get water it can store it. Now center frame bottom, there's little Mr. Brown Dog Webster. And here in a little bit, when we get a little bit closer to the ground, he takes a real interest in the drone. So if I ever can't spot it in the air, I just gotta spot him, and he's usually indicating to me, like he is right there, hey, there's this weird thing flying in the sky. I don't think it should be there. And he'll chase me around. There he is. So building site off there to the left, I've got it close to level. I think I've probably got about a day's worth of dirt work, scraping front to back. I'm within 6 inches either way, so I think I can move around what's there and get it to the point it needs to be. And then probably here in the next week or two I'll be ordering a bunch of gravel and putting gravel in, so we've got a flat pad to work with. So when the builder's ready, we've got that ready, and then we're ready for the next step. So you see me sitting there. All right, so you can see me standing there at the front of the building. We're just going to come in for landing in my hand. So just kind of get in the right position. Didn't want to land on the ground because I'm pretty sure Webster would have eaten it if given the opportunity, and that would have been an expensive snack. So we're going to watch you kind of navigate into me, supporting my Centrally Pride with my little neck muff / face mask, because we just got back from a trip in town to get some supplies and get some stuff notarized for the house sale in Iowa. So that's going to wrap up this section. So thanks for watching this part. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for taking the time to watch. As you can see, we've made quite a bit of progress out here since we were out here. I wish I'd had that to start with, and we could have definitely documented a little bit better. We will be documenting better for the future. So you saw the build site, and hopefully here in a matter of weeks, we'll see a building start to go up and some work start to be done there. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you know anybody else who might like watching these, please feel free to share on your social media or word of mouth or however you want to. So we're back up to 30 subscribers, and we'd like to see that number continue to grow. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up that I think you'll find interesting. So have a good day, everybody.